Hi guys. I accidentally touched the record button. So I guess we are ready to roll, right? Whether we are or whether we aren't. Can you see? Oh, can you see? Hope so. I don't know why I always veer down to the edge. Oh my gosh, you guys. I keep pushing my canvas back, right? My stiffy is on my, I guess I still want to push that up though, right? Or do I want to, I'm so uncoordinated. Hold still, guys. Hold on. You're going on a trip. And probably not your so much favorite rocket ship. Can you see? Can you see? How's that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go on a whipping chat. Yeah, yeah. Woo, it's Sunday for me. I wonder what day it'll be for you. I'm hoping this loads correctly so it will go up for Monday. Let's hope, okay? Fingers crossed. I can't cross my fingers anymore. Arthur set in. Arthur needs to find a new home other than my joints. That's okay. Other people have bigger things to complain about than what I do. Okay. So welcome to my channel if you're new. And I'm so glad if you have already subscribed and are coming back for more of the events that I have to offer in my life, from my life. My life isn't really that exciting. I like to think it is. And you know what? It's exciting enough for me, and that's what counts, right? That's just what counts for everybody in their lives. Their lives, get it? If you're a YouTube creator. I can't go live yet, but someday I will. I am putting a goal out there for, I'm going to say end of February, early March of 2026. First off, I have to have 500 subscribers. The last I knew, I had to have 500. And secondly, I have to have some dental work done. That's another thing that comes when you get older. Yes, your teeth just aren't what they used to be. So I need to get that taken care of and be strong. I'm a coward when it comes to diamond painting. No, I'm a coward when it comes to completions. Ha ha ha. No, I'm a coward when it comes to dental work. And like Walter Cronkite used to say, and that's the way it is. Okay, I thought I lost my tweezers. Hanging back there with my selenite. All right, so today I'm Brenda, Mama B, Diamond Drillin'. And you can call me whatever you want to call me. It's all good. Just don't be mean. Brenda, Mama B, any of the above. Yep. And I am working on a Captured by Radiance. This is Prince of the Pride by Rose Prophet. And I am using tray bricks for the first time. Here, let me get these over here a second. I kind of pulled out the symbols that I wanted to find, even though this is amazing. Whoops, easy breezy. When I first went to lay my first drills down, I went to grab my regular tray kit, right? Just have to make sure that they're all shut. And then obviously you just put them in however order that you want them in. I use a squiggly G, upside down G or whatever, as a G. Why did I put C in there? Oh, because that's, okay. Never mind. G, E, F, G, H. Yep. Okay. Anyway, so I thought, you silly goose, you don't need a tray. You have them already right here. Okay? And I used 2 of my really sturdy magnets to put the sticker of what I'm working on the other side there. Handy dandy. Okay, and this has a little net there. Oh, if I ever forget, I have tweezers right there. And then I stuck Captured by Radiance. I stuck their business card, Tamara and a Deborah. I stuck their business card right in the little slot there, which I thought was handy dandy. It holds 60 trays. But yeah, so far I am pretty impressed with the tray bricks. Okay, so I'm working on J. So how have you guys been? I hope you've been well. If not, I pray with all of my heart that you get feeling better. And some of you may wonder why, if you see me in other people's channels or others' lives or whatever, that I'm always putting hearts down. And I know a red heart stands for love. And there's all different kinds of love. I think I'm going to start using different colors just because I like different colors too. But that love extends to, better health, anything positive that could come into your life. Not necessarily, ooh, lovey-dovey. Although, yeah, there are some people that I've met in YouTube, through YouTube. Yeah, that I was like, ooh, lovey-dovey to you. And they'll know exactly what I mean. And they won't be weirded out by it. But anyways, I guess I don't want you weirded out either. It's just a heart. In today's society, I think we need as many hearts as one can generate. Yeah. One more complaint, and I'll stop complaining about my body. For some reason, my fingers have been going mad, crazy numb. I can't remember if it was a whip and chat that I deleted because I was so tired. And buddy, let me tell you what, it sounded like I was tired. But I was eavesdropping one day in the pharmacy, and this man was in there, was talking about carpal tunnel. He said, all you have to do, a chiropractor told him to put a band somewhere. I'm thinking you don't want to put it real tight, but like to strengthen and loosen your tendons, because it's your tendons, tight tendons in your forearm that create numbness in your hands. And what they do when they do that surgery, I guess, is nip those tendons. I could be totally wrong. They might do something else in there. I'm not a doctor. Don't quote me on anything I say medical-wise. Okay, so I'm going to take a relaxing breath. And what you guys may not know is by the time I get done making a whip and chat, I am close to having an anxiety attack. Is that sad? Is that pathetic? That's how much of a social anxietist I am. Yeah. I haven't had normal conversation with another adult other than my doctor's appointments. Yes, and COVID. Oh, wait, you're not supposed to say that word on here. The epizootic there of 2019 I was always bad with social anxiety as it was. So was my daughter. But that really did us in. And sometimes we even get social anxiety around each other, especially since I don't know if you remember or if I've said anything that our trusty dusty Subaru, yeah, I bank money on Subarus. Ours finally, the brain went. Yeah, the computer went in it. And of course, it's a special one. Yeah, we have a special needs brain that something about California emissions. If we ever moved to California, we would have what we need for a California car. Yeah, I don't think in the near future that we're going to cross country and relocate. You know, of course, I would truly love to be closer to my West Coast YouTube friends, especially, you know, one in particular. And I know you know, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I'm trying really hard to not get overwhelmed. And I don't know, I think by the time I get done with some videos, I'm almost screaming. And that's because my ears are ringing with the anxiety. Sad, isn't that pathetic? That's so pathetic. You know, what are you guys going to do? Come through my phone, you know, and say, hey, you know, dippy do. If you know, heck, if you don't like me, just turn me off, right? If you like me, keep me turned on. Yeah. So, all right. So last night, today's Sunday, last night was, I always go to Mindy's Diamond Moment. She has her live every Saturday night. And last night was the final for Chuck Pinson. I didn't participate this year in Chucky, in the Chuck-along. But, I'm trying to think when the next one is. Is it in March that she does another one? Her and Maritza. She and Maritza, I do believe. And I think I'm going to, I've got it all kitted up. Sanctuary. I think I'm going to work on that. Because that looks, well, they're all wonderful. So, was it Simply Country? I have that one too, and that reminds me of my Graham's house so bad. And I always wanted a nice white house with a wraparound porch. You know, I wanted lots of kids too. You don't always get what you want in life. But, you know, I thought, well, heck, maybe I could have that painting, have it framed, and I would still have that in a diamond painting. And, you know, Chuck Pinson art with some of my handiwork in addition to it. Can't beat that. No, can't beat that with a Twizzler. No way, Jose. This pen isn't working as well as I thought it would. So weird. You know, you say, oh, you have your favorite pens. But is it your favorite when it happens to be catching the drills right and the multi-placer is working amazingly? Right? Or is it the actual pen itself? Oh, I haven't used this one in a bit. This is a pretty green. Isn't this pretty? I don't remember where I got it from. I think maybe even off of Amazon. Yeah, this isn't one of those expensive pens. I think it's just acrylic with putty that's runnething over. So what have you guys been up to lately? Are you doing an October event? A special October event, or any event that is continuing from November? Listen to me. From September. I think Drills and Chills go from, what is it, September and October? I think. I do believe. I wonder if there are any that run from October, like October 1st through, well, now that isn't going to work. Okay, fine. Let's try this one. No, I don't want to try that one. Let's try this one. This is kind of dry. I don't know. I might have to reload the putty. All right, let's see. This one's more comfortable in my hand. How about I don't keep sticking my head in the way? All right, that's going to pick up there. At least that one it did, right? So anyway, like October and November, I think that should be the real fall events. Because September, you know, that should be like back to school. Back to school. Oh. That one's not working right. It's okay. I'm going to try another one. That one's too dry. What's this one? Eeny, meeny, miny, mosey. Maybe that's what I need to do, right? Is reload some putty. And maybe another glue dot. For some reason, it takes me a minute or two to get Jenny's dots. Oh, snap dots exactly how I want them. Is there anything in that one? You guys, why? Why? Let's see. Let's try this one. Okay. This is a pregnant lady, right? Better be the pregnant lady. Yes, pregnant lady. That one's working a little better. All right, let's see. I even made notes. Let's see. Oh, so today and over the weekend, I am still, and last week, I'm still trying to figure out that thumb drive for the computer so I can edit. Well, my version of editing is adding an end card to my video. I've yet to learn how to put music on. Who knows? Maybe by the time I go live, I will have learned how to do that fancy stuff, right? So I need to clean out the computer because that's full, sadly. You know, Brittany just kind of shakes her head at how I could have possibly filled up the data bank on the computer. It's, well, I guess it's a few years old, but still. And I'm not tech savvy. I've been trying with that chat GBT or GBT chat or whatever that is there. And even that's coming back with, okay, let's try the simplest steps possible to work you through this. And it will work for part of the way. And then it'll say, okay, well, now you should see such and such. And such can't be found. Like, well, that's not on my computer. I don't understand why it has to be so difficult. you know, all I want to do is get some free space for my computer. So the SSD card says that 8 megabytes or something have already been used for other programs. And I'm like, I haven't even formatted it yet. You know, is that spamware already on there? How is that even legal? You know, Brittany paid good money for this thumb drive. And yeah, you should have heard her when I thought I lost it. Like, I paid $150 for that. It's 2 terabytes, which should be enough for you and me and half the world. Like, well, sorry. I told her I found it, but couldn't use it because I didn't know how. She shook her head. Shook her head. Hopefully one of these days she'll come over. We have finally broken down and rented a car. And next week, keep your fingers crossed, say some prayers, in hopes that we get a man salesperson who is got some kind of a conscience and doesn't see, you know, just 2 females walking in to purchase a car. Oh, here we go. Let's scam them. Brittany's been researching for, I'd say, at least 2 years on what to look for, on how not to get scammed. You know, when you walk in, ask for the final walkout price. You know, what's the to-go price? I want to know right off. And, you know, so we'll see. Hopefully our BIT modes kick in and not the social anxiety modes. You know, where we both lose our mind and can't think of a coherent sentence. And just say, okay, here's all our money. What can we buy? I guess that would just be ignorant. Ignorant. We want to put as much of a down payment as possible. I guess dealerships won't let you pay it off. You know, go in, here's a check, money order. Well, I guess you'd have to have quite a few money orders. You know, but here's a certified check for yada, yada, yada. Thank you for the keys. You know, the license plate. Current inspection, aardvark, out of here, au revoir. So if you have any advice on car shopping, we are looking to purchase either a Kia Sportage or a Kia Sorento. Brittany thinks the Kia Sportage should be plenty large for us and, you know, what we want to do. We want to do some road trips and possibly get over our fear of people and take, you know, our Etsy shop on the street, on the road, take our crystals and roll. We do have some carvings that we're looking to get rid of. And I don't know how many cover minders I would sell at a craft fair. I think Brittany's bracelets would do amazing. You know, every time she shows me her beads, she's like, "Now, Mom, these are high quality." I'm like, "Brittany, they're all high quality." You know, she doesn't go out to, okay, what can I purchase for the lowest quality possible? You know, but then again, you're at the mercy of the person you're ordering from. And, you know, hopes that they're as honest as can be. You know, she's gotten taken on a few. But, you know, when we post them, we also say average quality, you know, or, you know, the prices reflect. Our prices are very fair, I guess would be the word to use, in my opinion. So, but there's still people out there that aren't happy with us for some reason. I don't know what we could do. I don't know. I don't know what else what we could do to make our customer service any better, because we bend backwards for people who purchase from us. Heck, we bend over backwards for people who win prizes from us. Yeah. So, but I'm not getting into that. No, not going there. So let's see, what else? Okay, so yeah, I've been working on some cover minders for Halloween, for the Halloween. I think they're pretty awesome. I really do. I can't wait to finish getting the rest of those uploaded. And I did show some, you know, and I never thought about it too on when I post videos for the sneak peeks. People may think that that's for diamond painting and not for the crystals. And Brittany was like, duh, Mom. So I went through and I changed the titles. I should probably change the thumbnails as well. But I'll get to that. I was getting ready to get on here and do the whip and chat. So are you guys participating in the Captured by Radiance? I am. I haven't gotten any of my, I don't have my start picture photos posted yet. And I'm just, you know, this is as far as I've gotten. And to be honest, I don't know how far I'll end up going in this event, because I've got goals for the end of the year. And there are 3 paintings I want to get completed and framed. Have you guys seen Splish Splash Baby Highlander? And they just DAC just came out with Splish Splash Baby Elephant. Yeah. So Brittany loves Highland cows. Well, actually, she loves any kind of cow. And I'm like, oh, upside down G. And elephants. She loves 9-tailed foxes too, but you should see some of her beautiful carvings. Wowza. Wowza. Maybe one day I'll do a walkthrough and video some of her carvings that she has. They're just statement pieces, collector pieces, however you want to, you know, label it. Other than beautiful. She has a rose quartz, a Madagascar rose quartz. It's got starlight in it. You can see the stars, the lines. You can see them on the inside. Oh, it's so cool. If you've ever purchased any crystals, regardless of if you get them from us, someplace else, just look and study the inside of them, because it's amazing. It's amazing what this earth has created. It took me a while. I mean, Brittany's always been interested in rocks ever since she was like old enough to pick a rock up. And, you know, I was just, okay, cool, good for you. But the first time I saw the rainbow on a labradorite, I'll never forget it. That was my first real encounter. I was just like, wow. It's like, they are beautiful. So I've been working on cover minders for Halloween, and I haven't done too much for Christmas yet. Not too much for fall. I've been working on some dragons. And we got some really cool ones in that would make nifty pendants. I'm not quite sure how to put them into a cover minder yet, but yeah, if you like dragons, stay tuned. I don't mean to run Whip and Chat for diamond painting along with the Etsy shop and the cover minders, but friends, they kind of run hand in hand. At least they do for me. Because I love my cover minders and I love the crystals. And that's the way it is, says Walter Cronkite. Do you remember that from Saturday Night Live? Baba Wawa. They did a skit with her and I believe it was old Walter. Barbara Wawa. I miss her. I love that old hoot. Yeah. That's crazy. Excuse me, please. How are your allergies doing? Whoa. Ugh. My, it's just so bad. And it's like once you itch it, you're doomed. Yeah, you're doomed. You see dirt double and blurry, and then it itches some more. Yep. Okay, what else? Books. Have you been reading? Are you listening to any audibles while you diamond paint? I am still listening to, is it Iron Flame? I have it right over there. It's the second book in that series. That fourth? No, it's not Fourth Wing. Is it Fourth Wing? An Iron Flame. And then Onyx Storm, I think. We're on the second book in the book club. So I think we're supposed to read through chapter 34, I think. But anyway, I have the book, but I'm also listening to it on my Audible. And I finished Sunrise on the Reaping, which is a continuation of the Hunger Games. So if you love the Hunger Game books, Sunrise on the Reaping will not disappoint. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, I cried like a baby. Just like, have you been watching any shows on Netflix lately? Oh, popping my drills. I have, well, actually, this is Hulu that I've been watching this on. Is The Handmaid's Tales. They came out with season 6. I don't know if they're going to go on. What happened? Oh, it's on this cover minder. Come here, little kitty. There we go. Thank you very much. This is my rose quartz kitty. And my tiger's eye. Somehow there's sticky got on the back side of this, and I don't know how. I don't know if that's just pulled up from the glue. A muncher. That's stuck. What do we need down here? 3s and Fs. Let's start with, 3 is, let's start with Fs. 3 is 310. F is 3371. So we have dark brown and black. Alrighty, exciting. I like them. I like those colors because without your dark colors, you wouldn't have anything, you know, to... This is why I'm using some of my smaller multi-placers, is until some of my drills get down. I think I filled some of my trays too full. I should have left some in the bags and then filled up. But first time using it, you know, you learn and you live and you learn. Still, I am still loving them though. I'm on the sticky. So, okay, so I watched all of season 6 on The Handmaid's Tales, and I am rewatching from season 1 down through to season 6. And again, cried like a baby at the end of that. So, anything else? What have you guys been watching? I've heard, I don't know if it's true or if it's just propaganda, that there's going to be the next generation of Sons of Anarchy. I ruined Brittany with the Sons of Anarchy. I had come home, actually 10 years ago. How crazy is that? Soon to be 11 in March. But when I came home from the hospital after our car accident, I had been in there for 2 months. And a major hospital was like 2 hours away from home. We started watching what would have been Brittany's boyfriend at the time. And Brittany and I started watching Sons of Anarchy, and we'd watch every so often until my medicine kicked in so much that, you know, I was out. Every night we watched that series. And, you know, we binge watched it because it was on Hulu. I believe it was on Hulu. And I ended up rewatching that show at least 7 times, all the way through, from season 1 all the way to the bitter end. And Brittany would be, "Mom, you're not watching that again, are you?" Yeah, a little bit of a addictive personality. Couldn't get enough of it. The roar of those motorcycles, whoa. So we'll see how that works. If you haven't watched the get away, little bug. If you haven't watched that series, I'm not going to tell you how it ends. But if you like motorcycles, oh, you little gnat, go away. If you like motorcycles, and I guess, well, there's gangs on there, yeah. I try to think that it's just on TV, even though, you know, we all know what life is. And if you don't, well, more power to you. So anyway, yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for you. So I really hope that, yeah, continuation of Sons happens. Okay, so let's talk about Butter. Poor Butter. My kitty. She's not feeling very good, friends. I think I've told you that she's had a gunky right eye. Well, last week, her left ear started. It went like flat straight across, so you know something's in there bugging it. So I took her to the vet on Friday, $658. But you know what? that's, you know, if that's what you got to do, if you're going to have pets, you get, you know, that's just something that comes with it. That comes part of being a cat owner or a dog owner, a pet owner. Comes with having a child. Pets are just, you know, extended versions of children, in my opinion. You know, they need doctor help. You get them doctor help. So anyways, off of that soapbox. The vet was great. We travel about 45 minutes from here to an hour. By the time we stop for puke breaks and poop breaks, it takes us a good hour to get over there. What we do is, it's like a baby carrier that I have, but it's a pet carrier. We got it off of Chewy. And we take puppy pads and layer them, you know, just layer them up. So if there's an accident, Brittany stops the car, you know, gets in the back seat, rolls it up, and then there's a clean one right underneath there. Put it in the garbage bag. You know, we're down to a system now. You know, stop the car, get out, roll it up, trash bag, back in the car, ready to go. And we're off again. So I got medicine this time for Butter. I can give her 2 hours in advance of travel time. And it should help with the nausea and the car sickness. So, yep, she had gone potty before we left. I was hoping she would do, you know, the other, but she just did, you know, the potty there, the pee-pee. And so on the way over, she decided she had to do the other. And usually she's pretty regular, you guys. It's usually between 1 in the afternoon and 3:30 in the afternoon. And 1 in the morning to 3:30 in the morning. And the little snot, oh, I love her to pieces. But she's gotten better because I've been sleeping more at night. But she's gotten better to come down and go potty in the kitty litter by herself. You know, but she was waiting for me for a while. You know, Mom or lady, you know, I have to go potty. I'm at the top of the stairs. You come in. So, and most times I'm up at 3:30, fiddling around with things, trying to crochet or work on diamond paintings or cover minders or you name it. I've got lots to do. And anyway, when they brought her out, they said, you know, the vet felt that she was healthy enough and not bogged down too much with her eye in her ear, that it was okay to go ahead and get her up to date on her shots. So her rabies is up to par, and her whatever else shots that she needs. And with the well visit, they check the blood, they check the urine, they check the stool. And Brittany was like, well, we do have a stool sample. Brittany barely could get it out of her mouth, out in the car. It's kind of in one of those doggy bags. And they were like, if it's not all smushed to smithereens or diarrhea, they're like, oh, that's fine. You know, just bring it in. She says, well, it kind of smells bad. They were like, oh, just give it to the front desk. You're fine. They'll take it and bring it back. Oh, you guys. Brittany walked back in this exam room. Oh, my goodness gracious. She walked back in the exam room and her eyes... She rolled her eyes so hard. She was like, Mom, I'm so embarrassed. They looked at me like, why are you handing me this tied up doggy bag that smells like poo? Brittany was like, the lady said that I could give this to you and you could take it back to them. And they were just like, thanks. I was like, I'm so sorry. I told you I would have done it, but she moves faster than I do. You know, and I used her arm to go in. I didn't use my cane. So I would have been wobbling and wobbling all the way back out there. So, anywho, you know, so they got the sample there. Well, when they brought her back from, you know, giving her shots, taking her blood, her neck was all smelling all wet, smelling of alcohol. And the vet tech said, well, we couldn't get any urine. And I'm like, well, she, you know, I said she urinated right before we came over. I wouldn't think that there would be much in there because she hasn't drank anything, obviously. And I thought I had told them that. Oh, you guys. She was so embarrassed. When we had gotten there, there's a little bench. It probably has a cushion on it about that thick. And she hopped down off the exam table onto that bench. And she was sniffing around. She's like, oh, I smell my friends. My friends are on here. I'm going to snuggle in. It's a good place. I've been here before. Right? She's all snuggled in. She's taking a snooze. And then they come get her. And they put her in the, you know, in her basket. No, they didn't. They didn't put her in her basket. They just took her with the laptop and off they went. You guys, it was so sad. When she came back, she got down on that cushion and she turned around and she faced the wall. She wouldn't look at me or nothing. And she said that about the urine. And I was like, oh my gosh. So then we'd forgotten about the nausea medicine. So the vet tech left to go get that. And I was like, well, Brittany, how do they know that there was no urine in there? And she's like, Mom, she's like, think about it. I was like, no, they didn't do that to her. Well, they touched her no-no square. You know? No one likes her no-no square touched. I don't care who you are. And I didn't tell her about it or warn her or nothing that something was going to get touched back there. And so I was like, Butter, I'm so sorry. So sorry your no-no square got touched. So yesterday, she was still, I'm not like you very much, lady. Took me there. They touched me from head to toe, literally. Although I did forget to ask them to cut her toenails. Brittany usually does that. She's quick. She's quick with that. Yeah. Not much Brittany isn't good at, actually. I know she's my daughter, but she's a pretty good bean. I think I'll keep her. Yeah. Wow. Did I ever get diarrhea of the mouth, huh? I don't know how long I've been talking. But let's see. Let's see. What else? Oh, I watched Yellow Jackets on Netflix. That was not what I expected at all. Let me see. I might have to do well, if I could turn the page. I'll continue these on for the next Whip and Snap. Oh, I already told you all that. I'll be darned. Handmaid Tales. Alrighty. Well, that seems to be all she wrote for the notes. I got a little bit done here on my Prince of Pride of the Pride. So I think I am going to go work on getting some cover minders posted. And I hope that if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I hope that you are growing accustomed to my weirdness and you think it's okay. And you might like to subscribe. If you like what's on my channel, please hit that like button because it helps the algorithms that pushes my videos out there. Right. And thank you. Thank you for coming. I hope this videoed correctly so I can put it up for tomorrow. And God bless. Wish you guys nothing but the best. All the best. All good things. If your family needs prayers, sending prayers, you know, I guess that's it. Thanks. And I'll see you next time on something or another, whether it's an unboxing or if it's a crystal gem sneak peek or if it's just a regular old whip and chat. Okay? Love you guys. See you. Bye. Aardvark. Aardvark. Aardvar. Leave you. Bye. Love you. See you. I'm so bad at saying see you laters. Okay, that's it.